Welcome to this platform. So we continue with revision, and of course in this one we are going to do paper 2, that is mathematics paper 2 2024 GCE, and we are going to answer selected questions. We are going to answer question that is from section A. We are going to answer question 1, question 3 and question 4. So these are the questions that we are going to answer in this one. So let us see what question 1 looked like, or what was question 1 in this paper. Okay, so here is question 1, section A, 52 marks. So for this section you get 52 marks. Answer all questions in this section. So here is the first question. A box contains 6 identical beads, 2 of which are red and the rest are green. So the first question was on probability. Okay, a box contains 6 identical beads, 2 of which are red and the rest are green. So which means this box contained beads that are identical of 2 colors. So we have red, and we are going to use R for red, and of course green. We are going to use G for green. So these are the beads that were there in terms of colors. 2 beads are selected at random from the box, which means without considering, one after the other without replacement. This is a very important statement. 2 beads are selected at random from the box, one after the other without replacement. Now, every time I think most of the questions that I've seen are without replacement, but don't take it this way, that every time you're going to be given without replacement. That's why I said this part you need to be careful. You might be given replacement, okay? Or replaced. So now how do we answer this question? And the first part for this one is draw a tree diagram to illustrate this information, 2 marks. Okay, so let me just find a space here that we can use. So we are going to use this part. Remember, we have red, and how many red? 2. Then we have green. How many green? There are 6 in total. So the rest, 4 of which are what? Are green. Okay, I guess you are okay how we arrived at these numbers. So putting up a tree diagram. So a tree diagram will have 2 options. So we are starting with this part. Let me just put it from here. So the first pick, there's a chance that a red bead will be picked, and also the chance that a green will be picked. Okay, now what is the probability of picking a red bead in the first pick? So you always use the total, which is 6, then of course divide 2, that is for red beads. So you are going to have 2 over 6 in the first part. You can reduce it and write 3 over 1. There's no problem. Then of course here, what of if this person picked, what of if the green one was picked? What is the probability of picking a green in short? So it will be 4 over the what? The total. So 4 over 6. You can reduce it to 2 over 3. Then of course, for a second time, going to pick there, if the red one was picked in the first part, and also in the second part, let us say the red, or what is the chance of picking the red in the second time? What is the chance of picking? So if the first part, a red was picked without replacing, which means number of red beads reduced from 2 to 1. Okay, so you're going to have the chance of picking a red one again is 1 over. What is the total? So immediately a red one was picked, or if the red one was picked in the first part, 1 the total number reduces or decreases by 1 since it was not replaced, but if it was replaced, the number remains the same. And also the red reduces by 1. So here the total is going to remain 5. In other words, even here the total remains 5, and of course the other part, as we are going to see. So now if this red was picked in the second part, which means this one remained the same, which is 4/5. Then now let us say the green one was picked. Okay, in this case, if the green was picked, what would be the total? So if the green was picked in the first place or in the first part, the total here going to pick for a second time, you are going to, or the probability will be 3 over the total, which is 5. Okay? Okay, so that means that if the green one was picked, the red remains the same. So it will be 2, but the total becomes what? 5. I guess you followed here. So this is the information illustrated on the tree diagram. Okay? But we can find the possible outcomes in preparation for the second question. So here, what is the probability of picking red? What is the probability of picking red? So the probability of red is equals to, so you multiply the red and the red. So 2/6 multiplied by 1/5, of which is the same as 1/3 multiplied by 1/5, which is 1/15. Then this is green, please. What about red, green? Probability of red, green equal to, so you're going to multiply this and that, which is 1/3 multiplied by 4/5, which is 4/15. So this is 4/15. Then what about the probability of, this time around we are going for green, red, green, red. It is this one, which is 1/3 multiplied by 2/5. Is it? Which is going to give us 4/6, 2/. Okay, so this one, 4/6 multiplied by 2/5, which is going to give us, let's say this is 8/30. Divide 2, it will be 4/15. Is it? It will be 4/15. Then the probability now of green. So probability of green is equals to what? This, which is 1/3. Not 1/3, 2/3 multiplied by 3/5, which is 6/15, which can be reduced to 2/5. Okay, 2/5. I guess we've gotten the possible outcomes right. Okay, so now what is the second question? Calculate the probability that the beads selected are of different colors. So the probability that the beads selected are of different colors. So this is the second question. So please, as you write, make sure that your information is presented in order. So the probability that they will be of different colors. So which means you are going to have the probability of red, green, plus the probability of green, red. Okay, what are we going to have? The probability of red, green is 4. Then green, red is 4/15. So 4/15 plus 4/15. Lowest common is 15. Then on top, 8. So 8/15. That is the probability of different colors. What if it was the probability of same colors? So you're going to say probability of red plus probability of green. And of course we're going to have that on top is 1 over 15 plus 2 over 5. Lowest denominator here is 15. So 5 into 15 is 3, so plus 3. So we're going to have 4 over 15, if not mistaken. So that is how you look at them. So please, sometimes you're going to have 3 options, and of course you need to draw a tree diagram that has 3 options. Okay, so on this part, get to perfect. And of course I have, I think, a live session that I did just on probability where we solved the questions that has 3 options and all that. Okay, let us look at the second question. So the second, B question of 1. So this part was from set. So the Venn diagram shows the number of elements of set P, Q, and R. Find Roman numeral 1, the value of X, such that the number of elements in set P is equals to 18. So we are going to consider the whole set P. Okay, even R is in P. So everything in P we add equal to 18. So X, this part, plus X plus 1 plus 2X plus 1 equal to 18. Okay, I should have put it here. So 4x plus 2 equal to 18. Collect the like terms. X is equals to 18 minus 2. 4x is equals to 16. Divide 4. X therefore is equals to what? 4. So where there is x here, we can replace with a 4, which means this part to be 5, this part to be 9. So those are the numbers that are there. For a second question, number of elements in R complement. So number of elements in R complement. So remove R. Whatever remains is R complement. So what is outside R? So what is outside R? Number of elements in R complement. So we have 12 plus 4 plus 9. And this is going to give us what? It is going to give us 20. Is it 25? This is 9 plus 12 is 21, I guess. Then plus 4 giving us 25. Okay, so get to confirm this part. Then number of element in R union Q. Number of element in R union Q. So joining R and Q. Where is R? So R we only have 5. And of course Q we have 4 and 12. So 12 plus 4 plus 5. This gives us 21. Then number of element in P intersection Q complement. So we are going to go into P intersection Q. So P intersection Q, it is this part. So remove this part and whatever remains outside, that is what you add. So we have 12 plus 5 plus 9, which is equals to 21, which gives us 26. So this is how, this is what you're supposed to answer on this particular question. So we are just done with question 1. And now we can move to question 3. Question 2 is on construction. Let me just flash the question so that you see it in the case you try it out. So it's on construction, and of course for this one it will need me to explain with the instruments how we can construct this. So we'll do it at some point. Let us go to question 3. So question 3, as always, what I do, this first part, answer it. Okay, so for this first part, answer it, and of course be able to send the answer in the comment section. So I want to see those that not just watch the video but also participate. Okay, so if you answer it first, I might even get you talk time for 10 kwacha, but only those that are going to answer it first. But anyway, that should not be your target. Get to participate and of course answer this one and post your answer. Question B, that is on vectors. And of course I had a request that some of you have a problem on vectors. I don't know why. This is the simplest topic, but anyway I understand. So let us look at what came. So now I'll just get to guide on vectors. One thing you should know that vectors deals with the magnitude and direction. So what is important here is to know the direction. Okay? Then of course the other thing is that going opposite direction, or let me just say a vector can be represented in capital letters, let's say AB with a bar on top, or just a small letter with a dash down. Most of you forget to put this dash when you are dealing with vectors. That is very important. Okay, I think these are basics. Some of the things I'll get to explain as we go on. So let us look at the questions or from the statement. So this first part is very important. Okay, you need to take note of this part. So let us look at the question. Express in terms of A and or B. Okay, so as you can see, A is not just written as, there's a dash down here, so you shouldn't forget this. So let us find AB. So AB, how do we find AB? From here, AB is right here. So for you to find AB, normally you start with the first letter because the direction matters also that you are going to take, as I said. Which direction are you going to take? So AB, you are going to stand at A. So you stand at A. Which direction are you going to take? So dash, let me put dash, plus, then dash, then you are going to end with B. Okay? So that is the way it should be. Now, which one? These inside should be the same. Okay? So you're going to say A. You can either choose to go A, Y, then Y, B. But of course, you have nothing here. You have no information that you are going to use here. But here you can see you have this and that. So we are going to take AO, then OB. You've seen? So inside part here there's OO. Okay. Now let us see. So now here what you have, AO, look at this. The direction is going this side. And now you are going in the opposite. So this one is going to be negative. So you're going to have negative A, then plus OB, you're going in the same direction. Look at the way the direction is going. So you're going to have a positive one, the way it is. So plus B. Now in vectors, you start with a positive, then you end with a negative. So it's going to be B minus A. So this is AB. So vector AB is equals to this one. What about XB? Where is XB? So XB, just this part. How are we going to find XB? Now, where you do not have information, make sure that you check out also the ratios that you have. So for the ratios that we have AX. Okay, we have the whole of this one. Here X, here A, and here B. So you're saying AX, just this part, is equals to, or in terms of ratio, AX to AB is equals to 2 to 3. Now look at this. Sometimes you are given these in parts where you are supposed to add the ratios. But here what you are given is the whole of AB, which is given as 3. Then AX, which is just up to here, is a 2. So it means this 2 is into what? 3. Which means the remaining part here is a 1. Okay? The total is what? 3. So this one is 1 over 3. This one is 2 over 3. I guess you get that in terms of the proportion. So now, XB. What is XB? So for XB, and we found AB. AB we found that is B minus A. This is AB. Okay. But in terms of ratios, AX is 2 over 3 B minus A. Then 1 over 3 B minus A. That is the XB. So XB therefore is equals to, so you write it this way, 1 over 3 AB, or vector AB, which is equal to 1 over 3 B minus A. So this is AB. Then XO. XO, so is XO, so XO. So for XO, which root are we going to take? XO, we are going to take this root, so we can take O. Okay, so we start with X. So X, or XO is going this side, please. So XO. So we are going to take XB plus BO. Okay, plus BO. XB we have is 1 over 3 B minus A. Then plus, what about BO? It's just B. Okay, it's just B. Now, here we have the like terms B and B. So we can open the bracket for the first part, where we have this first part here. This first part, we can have it as B over 3 minus A over 3. Then plus here, I can put this plus B. So we can collect the like terms B and B. So you're going to have B 3 plus a B plus a B. Is it minus B or plus B? Let us see. BO. BO. Okay, we are going in the opposite direction. So this is minus B. Okay, so here, even here was supposed to be minus B. Okay, then plus A. So now here, these are like terms. We can say lowest is 3. B, then minus 3B. Then plus A over 3. Okay, so in short, XO is equals to negative 2B over 3. Then plus A over 3, which can be written as, okay, we are going to leave it this way in the case, or let me just factorize it. So this is just the same as the 1 over 3 in front here, then 2B plus A. I guess you agree with this. This one remain positive, please. This is positive, something like that. Okay, let us see if it will come out. Then now, given that OY from this diagram, OY, where is OY? OY, this one, from here all the way up to there, OY is equals to 3 XO. Okay, so OY is equals to 3 multiplied by what? XO. Now XO, what we found is XO, not OX. So what we found is the XO and not OX. Now the difference between XO and OX is that this one, since we found is negative, look at this, it's negative. It's negative. So for OX, it will be positive. Okay, so it's just that it will be positive. So we can choose to use minus 3B, that is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so we can choose to use this one, but this part will be positive. So it will be 1 over 3, 2a plus a. I mean 2b plus a, of which this 3 and this 3 will cancel. Then of course you are remaining with 2b plus a as our x, I mean OX. Now they are saying by show that by is equals to a plus b. Okay, show that is equal to a plus b. Now how are we going to show? Where is by? So by is this one. Okay, so by is this one. So for us to find by, what are we going to do? So for us to find by, we can use can use BO, okay, BO, which is the negative b, okay, plus OY. Now what is our OY? Our OY is the 2b plus a. You've seen the way it is. So these are like terms. You're going to remain with b plus a, of which rearranging it just be a plus b. Okay, so we've proved that it is this one. Okay, I guess you followed on that particular part. Okay, so we can go to the fourth question, which is the last question that we are answering. So for the fourth question, the first part is the quadratic equation, which is 7 minus 2x square equal to x. Now, before you even answer the question, this question, you need to know that a quadratic equation should be arranged in the order x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So let us rearrange this one. So it's going to be negative 2x square plus or minus, this x will come there, minus x, then plus a 7 equal to 0. So this is the one that we are going to use, because in the formula we are going to use, we need a, we need b, we need c. Okay, so now let us answer it. So x is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divide to a. Okay, I guess up to this point everything is okay. So let us replace our a, our b is negative 1. Multiply this negative, it will be positive. So here it will be x is equals to plus 1, which is just 1, plus or minus the square root, what is b, negative 1 square, 4, what is a, negative 2, what is c, 7, divide to negative 2. Okay, so I can put this other part here. So you're going to have x is equals to 1 plus or minus, what is inside here? Inside it's going to be 1. This is just going to be 1. Then 4 multiplied by 2, 8. 8 multiplied by 7 should be able to give us 56. 56 plus 1, that is the 57. So 57, square root of 57, divide down here, negative 4. So be able to confirm that. So now, let us, I'm just doing it for the sake of space, but you are going to do, you make sure that your information is flowing down. Okay, or I should have put this part, x is equals to plus or minus square root of 57 divide negative 4. So what is the square root of so 1 plus or minus, what is the square root of 57? So the square root of 57 is 7.5, 7.549, 8, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5. Divide. Okay, so this one, that is the square root. So now, what are we going to do? So divide 4. Okay, divide 4, negative 4. So in the first one, we are going to, since we are finding two answers, the first one we are going to add plus 7.549834435 divide negative 4. Then the other one we are going to subtract. The other value of x we are going to subtract 1 minus 7.5498344435. Then divide negative 4. So the first part, x is equals to, after dividing and of course rounding off, we find negative 2 point. The answer is to 2 decimal place 0.4. So be able to confirm. Then on the other side, it is going to be a positive because this one will be negative. So x is equals to 1.64. So these are the two values of x, and that is the 5 marks. Okay. All right. A bit back. So we are done with this first part. Then let us look at the question on matrices. So for the question on matrices, given that the matrix B is equals to this one, find the value for x which the determinant is 22. Okay, so now how do you find the determinant? So the determinant, you normally multiply this major diagonal, then minus this. Okay, then of course equal to, you are given already the determinant, you say equal to 22. So you are going to say 4 multiplied by negative 3 x minus negative 1 multiplied by negative 3 x equals to 22. So this is the negative 12x. Then this is the it's going to be positive. Oh, this one was not supposed to be, it's supposed to be x multiplied by x just, please. So this one is going to be negative x, then plus, multiply negative, it's going to be positive, so plus x just equal to 22. Okay, so here it is going to be negative 11x equal to 22. Divide 11, divide 11. You know that 11 can go into 22 2 times. So x is equals to negative 2. Okay, so now since we found the value for x, we can now write the original matrix. Okay, so the original matrix B is 4, negative 1, where there's x, we replace a negative 2. Here, negative 2 multiply x to give us 6. So this is the original one. Find the inverse of B. So in order for us to find the inverse of B, which is B inverse, we need the 1 over the determinant of B, then multiply by the adjoint of B. So now, how do you find the adjoint? So for the adjoint, the major diagonal swaps. So it's going to be 6, 4. Then of course the minor diagonal changes sign. So it's going to be negative 2. It's going to be 2, then 1. So this is the adjoint. The determinant is 1 over 20. It's 22. So the value for x, don't mistaken it with the determinant. The determinant is what is given here. So therefore the inverse of B is 1 over 22 multiplied by 6, 1, 2, 4. Okay, so this is the determinant. You can go on and multiply 1 over 22 multiply 6 is going to give you 6 over 22, of which if you simplify it, it will be 3 over 11. Then 1 over 22, so it will be this part, multiply this whole, it will be 3 over 11. Then this part, it will be 1 over 11. Then this part will be 1 over 22. Then this part will be 2 over 11, I guess. Something like this. So this will be B inverse. Okay, so we've come to the end. So the next part, we are going to answer some more questions. And of course, like I said, expect also paper 1 to be answered. So we end here. And of course, please, as always, if you are interested to join our online lessons, you can still get in touch on 0976 402563. It's never too late to join us. And for those that are writing next year, that is GCE, this is the right time to study or to start, so that you listen on or just start early, because you have a lot of things to cover. Okay, so you have a lot of things to cover, and of course starting now is the best decision you can ever make. So please don't forget to answer the question that I've given you, and make sure that you post in the comment, or you put your answer in the comment. Don't forget to share with others. Otherwise, see you in the next one.